Hi everybody, good morning and welcome to Edinburgh. Something that I've been putting into my day-to-day life in the last year to 18 months is something called the Tibetan Rites. Every time I talk to somebody, one of my clients, about this process, it's almost like their soul knows what they're about to do. The Tibetan Rites are about 2,500 years old. They've been used for many different things over the years. But the reason that I encourage people to do the Tibetan Rites is from an endocrine system perspective. So that's your hormones, that's your thyroid, that's your thymus, it's your ovaries, testes, depending on whether you're a man or a woman, obviously. It's about getting the energy flow through the whole of your system. And it's just a really simple, short series of exercises that can really change the dynamic of your body. It can allow the energy to flow really freely through you. Now, I have to manage your expectations before I encourage you guys to do these exercises. Ladies, if you are still having periods, be warned, you may well come on your period. Ladies, be warned, and gents, there may be some emotions invoked whilst you're doing this process. And this is because the series of exercises that we're doing, it's basically a form of yoga. And it just allows the energy to free. So if you've got any blockages anywhere, chances are the energy is going to start to move much more freely as you go through these exercises and the longer that you do them. And of course, that's going to have impacts on you. If you've been holding something in for the last 5, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 60 years, obviously there is going to be some emotion as we step through this. So ladies, please don't be put off by this. Gents, also you, please don't be put off by this. Do this in the privacy of your own home, and I encourage you to do this in the morning. This isn't an afternoon or an evening activity. It's something that I would encourage you to do straight after the activation process before you go about your day. So who's ready to get started? Okay, so the first exercise that we are going to do is spinning. And what that looks like is exactly as I'm going to show you. A lot of the people that do these Tibetan Rite videos only spin in one direction. I would really encourage you to do both for the balance. Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 of each exercise so that you can implement this into your day-to-day. However, work your way up to 21 throughout the course of the time that you do this. So the first exercise, put both of your arms out and just gently spin. 1, 2, 3. And then you can just ground yourself by bringing your hands into the prayer, or you can pop them on your hips, whatever feels more comfortable for you. I tend to bring it into this position here, and I envisage my heart being loaded with love. And then we spin the other way. 1, 2, 3. Now, for most people, you wouldn't have spun in a very long time, so please go slowly, please go do as many as you possibly can. I would encourage you to start with 3 and just breathe your way through these exercises. Step number 2. Lay down on the floor. Pop your hands underneath your bottom, and you're essentially looking to do a V sit-up. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Now, do not feel that you need to do what I just did. If you can only get to here, that's fine. It's about the breath work. The third move. If you hop onto your knees, pop your hands on your back for support. Again, please remember, go as far as your body will allow, feel into it. The more you do this, the greater you will be able to do, the more flexibility that you will get. So please be patient with yourself, especially if this is the first time that you're starting this stuff. The fourth move is what we call a crab. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can watch properly. So sit down with your hands by your sides and you press up. That's move number 4. Again, if you can only get to here, that's fine. Don't be pushing yourself in the early stages. Go as slowly as you need to be able to allow the energy to flow. It's about the breath work, guys, not how beautiful your positions look. Don't forget, you can use a pillow for support in any of these as well. So the fifth and final exercise, but the most beautiful, it gives you the most incredible stretch out at the end of this. So, if any of you do yoga, you will know the downward dog. So we go into downward dog position, but it doesn't matter if your heels are on the floor, okay? It doesn't matter if you're up like this, just down into the downward dog position. And that is your 5 Tibetan rites.